This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com.
This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen.
When you on mute, When you on mute,
And you don't do the intro without tapping the button. Yo, top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned into the Urban Conservative Podcast. No, you're not. You're tuned in the top of the morning. It's Monday. She threw me off. Yeah. Yo, this is what you get, right, for not having enough coffee in the morning and being late for your own show. Habits like that. All right, folks, it is time for top of the morning. You already know what it is. This is what happens at the top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Please do us a favor, hit the like, follow, subscribe, and share the content. You can also visit the website. TUconservative.com is the website. You can go there, get yourself a membership, get yourself a handy dandy t-shirt or a work privilege mug, because that's what we're about around these parts.
Yes,
and your
sir.
what your support allows us to do is continue to spread conservative messages and ideas and policy positions and things you need to know in our urban centers to our urban communities and, everybody, but we like to focus on them because we think we can be doing a much better job in our urban centers around the country. So your support allow us to continue to do that without having to sell you a whole bunch of crap. Shouts out to all of our sponsors, our underwriters, and everybody that supports the platform. We hope you had a good night's rest because we got an interesting show.
Oh, buddy.
Wait a minute, though. But wait. Where's it go?
Buddy.
Okay. I got to say shouts out to the Southampton Town GOP.
Y'all had a thing last night,
yeah,
right?
we had a thing last night.
Okay.
And today's mug of the day, mug shot. Yeah, buddy.
Ooh, very nice.
You see that. And then for those that want to know how to get one, look at that. Look at what you do there. That's how you do that thing. Yeah. That's how you do that. So shouts out to Chairman Betts and all of our candidates and our executive committee. We had a wonderful campaign kickoff event last night, and it was an honor to be there and be in everyone's presence. And shout out to Congressman Nick LaLota. Though he wasn't able to attend, he did send us a really awesome video message. And we appreciate what you're doing for us, Mr. Congressman.
Don't you appreciate if they can't make it, how they'll make a video? Aren't we a lot? Like, that's really cool because they don't even have to do that. They could always just send the could.
All right, hold on. So now that you've said it, do I play the video?
No, you don't play the video. You don't play.
All right, I was gonna play the video.
Well, while you were at that thing last night, I happened to be with the Forsyth County Republican Men's Club, listening and learning about the past, present, and future of cryptocurrency, which was a very interesting learning experience. Shouts out to the Abshers and to Forsyth County GOP Chairman Ken Raymond. And the only reason I made it last night was because I got an email from Lee Haywood. I'm subscribed to the homeboy Lee Haywood's email, so keep sending me the emails, bro, so I know what's going on. But yeah, bro, we've got a very, very interesting week happening so far in North Carolina. One of the things that I learned about last night at this event and talking to Sarah Absher, and if you don't live in North Carolina, you may or may not have heard about this, but let me ask you a question, Ra. I didn't show you this beforehand, just so you know, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't preempt you with this, Ra.
You did.
But let me ask you a question.
Hold on, ask
So,
away.
what would you do? And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get in the comments. What would you do if you went to school, to visit your kid's school, and this is what's happening to your child at the school? That, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, is indeed a drag
you're gonna
queen.
get it. You're gonna get our channel blocked. You're gonna get our Facebook banned. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're working on.
How?
So you're
I didn't
working
say
on
anything.
No. They're gonna flag this. This is what happens with your channels when you see they can do it, but we can't. See this, and this is the crazy part. I can promise you what's gonna happen right now. Y'all gonna go to Facebook later today and be like, "What happened to the Twins Facebook page?" And I'm gonna be mad at Ali because he posted it. Like, yo, you should have told me this is what you were gonna go with, because they're gonna kick us off Facebook. That's what's gonna happen to us. They're gonna kick us off. They're gonna get rid of us because they wanted to do that. And then we had to talk about it and let y'all know this is really happening. They're going to get rid of our Facebook page. So you better go to the other one. It's at TUC Twins. Just like right now. Just go right over to the other Facebook. All 4,500 of y'all right now. Just TUC Twins to the other one because we shared it. Listen, and this is how absurd it is, Ali, that you can do that in the school. They could post that they did it in the school. And we can talk about it, but we get flagged for boopidoo content. You know, they say it's sexual content.
Here's my thing,
which is
right?
Ridiculous.
How in God's green earth? Okay, now this is a Winston-Salem area. This is Forsyth County. The girl is clearly uncomfortable. We're not going to play the video. We're not going to do that. Okay. This is footage obtained by the social media account Libs of TikTok. This is all of less than a month ago. Footage obtained by Libs of TikTok showed Delta Quebec straddling and gyrating.
Wait, what is it? Delta Quebec? What is that?
A few of the military is phonetics for Delta Quebec. It's
okay. Well, that is the new. I think we just coined the phrase.
Delta Quebec.
Delta Quebec.
By the community college's local pride club. 2 high schools are attached to Forsyth Technical, located in Winston-Salem. Flyers advertising the performance posted across campus did not include any minimum age requirement to attend. The college administration maintained that it had done nothing improper, though it failed to ensure that minors were not present at the... So you didn't do anything improper, but you failed to ensure that minors weren't present, which sounds to me like you did something improper. This is a statement from Forsyth Tech. Forsyth Tech is committed to being a place of promise for our students. In order to fulfill that promise, we have clearly spelled out our mission, vision, and equity statements. There you go. The school noted in an official statement provided to Libs of TikTok. These students, like all college students, are open to attend any student event. Growing pressure on the college in the wake of the now viral lap dance eventually prompted the school's chief officer of student success, Paula Dibley, to confirm that the North Carolina college would revise campus policies following the blowback. Parents of children under 18 were not notified of this event. I'm done. You're done right there. So here's my question, bro. You walk into
back up. You said they failed to notify the
parents of minor students of the event.
Yeah, we got a problem, Houston. Yeah. Let my child come home, talk about that happening.
No, better yet, let your child be the one seen uncomfortably being straddled by a man made up like that, looking uncomfortable. Yo, the body language of the girl said everything was wrong.
So here's the issue for me. I was just mentally searching my mental Rolodex of my reactions that I would have to this, and yeah, you can't do that. I don't know what parents are made of these days, bro, but you can't.
Whoa!
I don't know what is going on here.
I don't know what parent. Isn't that the question though?
But what in the? So this was in North Carolina, you're telling us?
This was in North Carolina. Now, the reason we bring that up is because of this reason right here.
Oh Lord. Oh, you gotta prepare me for this stuff. Y'all gotta, y'all gotta prepare me for this stuff, man.
So, the first hearing on a bill that'll ban transgender athletes from school sports will take place today. The bill was filed about 2 weeks ago. Today, right now, there is a hearing right now at 9 a.m. So it's happening right now. There's a hearing on it. The Fairness in Women's Sports Act would designate teams based on biological sex at birth of athletes. The categories will be male, female, or co-ed. Okay? You got male, you got female, you got co-ed. That's all you got. Okay?
Yeah, what else do you need, sir? What else do you need? What else is necessary? I don't even know. And then how many of these sports are co-ed? Like what sports are actually co-ed? I can't think of any off the top of my head. We got like what sports do men and women play together? Like
I was
tennis
thinking
doubles?
volleyball just now. Like I was thinking volleyball.
No, but I mean like sports that are off the top of your head. You've
No,
seen
but
men and women
so
on the
look, I
same
was
team
thinking
playing.
volleyball, right? But then I realized at a certain point
I got
during a
nothing.
volleyball game, there's going to be a guy who jumps up at the net and slams the volleyball into the face of it. I don't know. Is that it? So? What? Golf?
Golf?
Can you co-ed golf? I think you can co-ed golf.
Yeah, you can co-ed golf.
You can co-ed like disc
But
golf.
then you can't have like the men's invitational. That's a I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know.
but-
That's it. I'm just trying to think of how many sports like do you see men and women on the same team? Not rugby, not soccer, not anything.
Oh, definitely not rugby. We ain't doing.
I mean,
gosh.
it may be interesting to see though.
All right. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Go ahead, grab yourself a cup of coffee, give us a like, share, subscribe. We will be right back after this quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the interwebs. Make sure you go check us out everywhere you listen to podcasts because we're pretty much everywhere. And
This
if
is
you're
true.
listening somewhere that we are not, I'm going to need you to let us know where we're not so we can get our behinds there as well.
Please.
So, this week we had the hearing, the field hearing here in New York City. Talking about the crime here, and I got to give a big shout out to all of the witnesses that stood up there and told their stories. And it's unfortunate, but we had Jose Alba, the former Manhattan bodega clerk, that was arrested and charged with murder after defending himself after he was attacked in his store. Madeline Brom, chairwoman of the Victims' Right Reform Council, and shouts out to Madeline and the New York Brexit team over there. She lost her son to a heinous act in New York City. And the people were basically set free. And I implore y'all to go back to our YouTube channel and listen to her story. Listen to all of these people's story that have lost people. And when she breaks down how this murder, this caught on camera murder was reduced to basically people walking out of jail with 2 and 3 years and 6 years and things of that nature after brutally killing someone. It's ridiculous. So this hearing was had, and to be honest with you, the highlight of it, if you can even call it that, but the big part about this was a gentleman to me, and I'm gonna share his picture right now. A lot of folks may not know who this is, right? And I think this is important that you guys understand who this gentleman is. Hold on, let me get him on the screen here. It's important y'all understand who this gentleman is. This is Wesley Hunt, representative for the 38th district out of Texas. Okay, and he spoke yesterday at the hearing, and what he said and how he broke down Alvin Bragg, it would be a waste of our time. It would be we'd be wasting our time, Ali, to just not let him do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like what
got
he
a video?
did. Oh, I have a video is an understatement. You guys can go to our channel and check this out, but I gotta tell you guys a little bit about him first because you have to understand where he's coming from. First off, he's a Republican. And I don't even
Okay.
give that just so you know, he's a Republican. Born and raised in Houston, Texas, in a military family, and is an alumni of St. John's School. Okay. He accepted an appointment to the United States Military Academy at West Point in
Oh,
2004. He received his commission in the U.S. Army and graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Leadership and Management with a field study in mechanical engineering. This man is not an idiot.
at
After
all.
West Point, Wesley spent 8 years in the Army as an aviation branch officer, an AH-64D Apache longbow helicopter, and he ain't scared of nothing. Let's be clear about that. So I wanted to lay that there because he did, and we'll skim through this video. We're not going to play the whole video, but what he does about Alvin Bragg Ali, we just got to let him speak.
Thank you for sharing your stories. I greatly appreciate it. And being from Texas, it's an honor to be in your presence. In the 90s, mid to late 90s, New York City was considered one of the safest cities in America. When I was at West Point from 2000 through 2004, I took that train down here many a day. Had a pretty good time in this city, and I felt relatively safe when I did just that. But while Alvin Bragg is a Manhattan district attorney, his policies are not isolated to this borough. His pro-criminal policies are just an example of what Soros-funded district attorneys are implementing across our great nation. Their ideology is responsible for the death, rape, and robbery of innocent people across America, and it is disproportionately impacting poor black and brown people. In Democrat-run cities across America.
Now that is not a political statement. That is a factual statement. So when the Democrats are talking about this crime, they see. We might have to do a whole breakdown, but I'm gonna let them go.
Criminals are given deference, and victims are left to fend for themselves, as you have articulated today. Why do these Soros-funded district attorneys put criminals first and victims last? It's what they believe. It's who they are. Our cities are crumbling around us. Criminals are running rampant, and that's because district attorneys in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, and even my home city of Houston are advocating for pro-criminal policies. And Alvin Bragg fits this profile in my humble opinion. Let's talk about Alvin Bragg. He's a woke, progressive district attorney with no different than any other progressive DA in our country right now. He was elected as a Manhattan DA in 2021. His policies should not be surprising, given that he was heavily supported by Black Lives Matter's PAC that was directly funded by George Soros. In fact, George Soros donated $1 million to that PAC less than a week after endorsing Bragg. Under the guise of helping people of color, he causes them more harm with his pro-criminal policies. Since Bragg has taken office, New York City residents are worried about increasing threats of violence. Do you know who doesn't have to worry about violence? Alvin Bragg. Bragg is surrounded by men with guns every single day. But if you're a regular New Yorker coming home late at night on the subway, you may be robbed, stabbed, raped, or even pushed in front of a train. Do you know what the fastest growing demographic of gun ownership is in America? Black women. Black women. Why? Because they know they have to protect themselves in Democrat-run cities where criminals are allowed to roam free. That is a fact. Now, many of my colleagues on the left like to say that our justice system is two-tiered, that it favors the powerful and connected at the expense of poor people of color. But in Bragg's office, there's a two-tier justice system. It's criminals first and victims second, especially victims of color. We have an opportunity to vote out DAs just like this, to make people that look like me and you, ma'am, safer. Let me take it one step further. Not just people that look like you and me. Every single American that lives in this country should feel safe to live in their own streets. End of discussion. I'm sitting here right now, and I'm hearing Trump, 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 Trump. And at the end of the day, The people that are sitting here right now, they don't want to hear that. The only thing you want is safety. We are not grandstanding. I am not grandstanding. I can assure you, I would love to be holding my 4-month-old boy right now. But I am here to fight for you and to hear your stories and to allow you to tell your stories. And for that, I am forever grateful.
I'm gonna leave it there because folks,
Wow.
what he just did was, and again, I implore you guys to go
Wow.
back, right? Go back and listen to this hearing. I know it's a little long, right? The hearing is long and all that stuff, but you gotta go back and listen to this entire hearing because again, they mentioned Trump some 38 times, right, during this hearing, that this
Wow.
hearing was set up to because they're trying to get at DA Bragg over Trump, which is nonsense. Bragg needs to be removed. Okay. The amount of crimes that he the and I'm paraphrasing what Madeline said, but for her son's case, for what happened to her son, for him to walk in with a case that was ready, a case that was ready to go, and for it to take 2, 3, 4 years for justice to not be served is a slap in the face to those families, and he needs to be removed. So we'll keep our eyes on this. And again,
Well, real
shouts out.
quick before you do that, and I want to be clear on something. It's realer for more real, I should say, for you. Keep in mind, this is not something we're not attached to, bro. You won't even go to the city to
No,
get
I'm
on
not
a
interested.
plane.
No.
I mean, just think about what that says. If you won't, somebody.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't want to go with my son. Let's be clear about that.
Fair.
I'll go by myself, but no, I'm
But
not.
you
I
don't
don't
want
even
to.
want.
You don't.
I
want
really
to.
don't want. I don't
All
want
right,
to. I like
ladies and gentlemen,
MacArthur
we're
better.
checking out top of the morning right here on the Urban Conservative. We got one more story. Nancy Pelosi on something. She tripping. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the internet. Again, you're joined with Raheem Architect Soto and my twin brother, Dual Ali. Hit that like, that follow, that subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure to head over to YouTube. It is at TUC Twins is the YouTube channel. We need you to go ahead over there, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe. Yeah, that'll help us out a lot. That way you'll know when we go live. And again, if you join the website, you'll be able to get that exclusive content, the stuff we don't want to talk about on there on these major platforms, because the censorship is a thing. That is a thing that is happening.
Yikes.
And I have to add the word allegedly, just to, the algorithms be the algorithms.
Allegedly. All right.
So,
So bro.
Nancy. So what do we have here with Miss Pelosi? So former Speaker Miss Pelosi's campaign has to pay $7,500 to an Illinois man who sued over invasive and harassing text messages. Now, the interesting thing about this is we all probably get political texts, right? Some of them are not warranted. Some of them are just outright annoying. You hit stop, it don't stop. It keeps coming, Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's campaign paid the Illinois man $7,500 in a settlement after the man sued her. And the fundraising apparatus act blew, okay? Jorge Rojas sued Pelosi in federal court in October, according to this report, accusing her of violating the Telephone Consumer Protection Act of 1991.
Wait, say that again. I'm confused.
Mr. Rojas sued Pelosi in federal court in October, accusing her of, in her campaign, of violating the Telephone Consumer Protection Act of 1991 by sending him 21 harassing text messages in a 9-month span. And that comes from the business. Yeah.
Harassing, you say?
Mm-hmm. That law has been found to apply. Yeah, yeah. The law has been found to apply to text messages, y'all. So it orders telemarketers to not contact U.S. residents listed on the do not
Do
call
not call
registry.
registry.
The do not. Have you done the do not call registry thing?
I am on the do not call registry. Don't
Okay.
call me.
As the Supreme Court has explained, Americans passionately disagree about how many things Rojas' complaint states, but they are largely united in their disdain for robocalls. So I can't stand the robocalls either. The gentleman placed himself on the do not call registry back in '08 to obtain solitude from invasive and harassing telemarketing calls, according to the lawsuit. All right. And then he argued that it amounted to malicious, intentional, willful, reckless, and wanton and negligent disregard. Sheesh Louise.
Hold on.
I
Give me
mean,
those again. Give me all of those again.
you ready? You ready? Malicious, intentional, willful, reckless, wanton, and negligent disregard
Wait, slow
for his
down.
rights.
Slow down. Slow down.
Malicious,
Uh-huh.
intentional,
Uh-huh.
willful, reckless, wanton, and negligent disregard for his rights, and that he experienced frustration, annoyance, irritation, and a sense that his privacy has been invaded. So he sought $31,000 in damages, including $1,500 for each text message he received from the campaign. But he dropped the lawsuit back in February. He dropped the suit back in February, according to the report. The finance disclosures released Friday revealed that Pelosi's campaign paid the man $7,500 as part of the settlement. So I just found it interesting because these things come out after the fact, right? And I wonder if more people knew, maybe more people would hold them. They didn't know they had this form of recourse. So I would recommend, if you are not on that do not call list, maybe you want to go ahead and look into who from Act Blue has been banging on your line.
Right. Facts. Because
That's what I got.
You know.
That's what I got on that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I can't.
Go ahead, go for it. Go for it. Let's go for it.
I can't understand. I just don't understand. All right. So you have, and I've seen this. I get text messages. There's one or two that I signed up for. Like, and you'll go to an event, bro. They'll be like, "Hey, sign in here." Why? Like, why? Like, and then I get the point. So here's my other thing, right? I don't like you making me feel like I did something wrong by not sending you money. I don't like that.
Explain. What do you mean?
We can't do it without you. Are you really going to let this opportunity go by? Hey, we haven't heard from you yet. Are you still on the team?
As soon as I get the we haven't heard from you yet, unsubscribe, stop, and block right there. I don't care what party it's from. I don't care who it's from. As soon as I get that,
bro, hit me with the
don't hit me with that.
We don't have your name on our chairman's list, bro. I feel a lot of pressure coming from y'all right now. I don't like that kind of pressure.
So let's kind of put this into perspective. So we're saying there is a line with getting the information out, contacting voters, and just being a pain in the ass. It's a very fine line.
It's a very fine line. But if I go to your event, I sign into your thing, the next day, hey, Abdul, thanks for coming out. We appreciated seeing you last night. If you're interested in following up on our organization, here's the link. Stop. I'm good with that. I'll stop or unsubscribe at that point. I'll tell you who does a really good job of this, right? Who uses text marketing. I'm a member of a couple of different cigar lounges throughout the state, and shouts out to the Gold Leaf Cigar Lounge. Yo, bro, I get one text message from them a week. It tells me what's happening this week at the cigar lounge. Stop. It's not every day. It's maybe one every week or two. So
I understand. I'm not against it. The email, the text message, the occasional, hey, Republican, these are the monthly events going on. But when I'm starting to get 2 emails, 2 text messages, I'm like, yo, and they all say the same thing, which is like, need you to swipe that debit card, buddy. Need you to mail that check. I mean, listen, we all got to do our part. But again, there's a fine line. And for the most part, I do want to table that most of our GOPs and our auxiliary organizations do a good job of not being pains in the butt. Is it there's some of them that go a little ham? Is there some of y'all out there? Y'all know y'all already go a little ham on the
Yeah,
email, the
I'm gonna
email
need y'all to
blast.
stop sending me information for Wisconsin. I'm not in Wisconsin. I'm just saying. I just appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. You're checking out Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the interwebs. As always, I'm Abdul Ali. That guy over there is my twin brother, Raheem Architect Soto. We will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here for Top of the Morning. And do not forget, this Monday, the 8th, the Urban Conservative Podcast returns. Special guest, Representative Ken Fontenot,
The
North
8th.
Carolina House Rep, from the 24th District on the 24th. So be right here Monday, this coming Monday, the 24th, 8 p.m. for the Urban Conservative Podcast. As always, y'all have a positive, productive, and powerful day. We'll see y'all right back here tomorrow morning for Top of the Morning right here on the Urban Conservative, y'all. Peace.
Peace. There comes a time we all have to consider what to do with our remains when we pass away. From the company that brought you the Gender Reassignment Home Kit comes Body Bag Biodegradable Bags. That's right. We take your body, put it in our biodegradable bags, and plant you as a tree so people can eat your nuts forever. Brought to you by Regenerex, makers of Libtrol and other fine products.
If you love to drink Four Loko, but Braveheart will always be your favorite movie of all time, you're going to love The Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, you enjoy pickup trucks and listening to Coolio? Well, then you going to love The Urban Conservative.
First of all, how you gonna tell me we not in a pandemonium? Not only are we in a pandemonium, but we in a regression too. We are in a regression. Get out of here.
I don't know why I'm sitting in this chair. It's really hot. Having a suit, it's like 99 degrees in DC. Who's on this phone? Who am I talking to? Why did DC? Who gave me the phone? Jill, who gave me the phone? Hey, whose dog is this? I don't even know whose dog this is. Hello, if you're listening to me on the phone, I don't know whose dog this is. You're listening to the Urban Conservative? Come on, man.
Attention, maggot. Do you enjoy the smell of freshly ejected 5.56 millimeter ammunition? And for breakfast, you enjoy scrambled eggs with no salt, no pepper. And you enjoy grits, no salt, no pepper, no butter. Then you are going to love the Urban Conservative.